Climate change is not tomorrow's threat anymore. It is today's reality. According to a UN report, climate-related disasters displaced more than 250 million people worldwide over the past decade, the equivalent of 70,000 people forced to flee their homes every day. From devastating floods to record-breaking heatwaves, it is already reshaping our lives. The world seems on track to overshoot the 1.5 degrees threshold global temperature rise set by the Paris Agreement. Why does it matter? What can people do to deal with climate change? China provides its answers to the global question. UNESCO warns that heritage has become one of the silent victims of global warming. Protecting it requires new technology. The digital Dunhuan project in Gansu province has virtually replicated the Mogao grottos, reducing pressure on tourists to physically visit the World Heritage Site. By making the treasure globally accessible digitally, a solution that echoes UNESCO's emphasis on ethical digital transformation.
So UNESCO, working closely with the Chinese government, we are helping promote greater understanding of the issues, challenges, solutions, and what can be done together to promote sustainable management of the natural, cultural, and mixed heritage sites and living heritage as well.
The National Library of China has also been seeking ways to preserve the precious ancient books.
中华文明的这个统一性、包容性、延续性等等这些最突出的特点，在古籍当中都有特别鲜明的体现。
But preserving such fragile pages requires constantly ensuring optimum temperature and humidity conditions that often come at a high energy cost.
那时候我们每天都是疲于奔命的进行各种维修，所以呢，我们就大胆设想了一下，我们就不能用室外的这个自然冷来替代像压缩机、制冷剂这种高耗能的设备呢？
Today, in the National Library of China, a special energy system employs central air conditioning in summer and natural cooling in winter, saving over 1 million kilowatt-hours of electricity each year, the equivalent of annual electricity consumption in 300 households. Another green initiative moves ancient books from vaults to the cloud. Such digitization preserves wisdom, protects the fragile originals, reduces waste, and shares China's treasures globally.
任何时间、任何地点都可以免登录的来获取上面的资源。
With energy-saving server room and open digital platforms, the National Library ensures that the roots of civilization endure in a low-carbon way, crossing borders and generations for all humankind. Extreme weather conditions show that climate change is no longer tomorrow's risk. Facing global challenges, China has set dual carbon goals of peaking carbon emissions before 2030 and achieving carbon neutrality before 2060.
For China to achieve its very ambitious target of becoming carbon neutrality by 2060 and continuing on that pathway will make a huge contribution to ensuring that we keep the Paris Climate Agreement target of 1.5 degrees of global warming within reach.
This topic is of immense value not just for China, but for the world, especially the global south. Chinese scientists are also taking action to better address climate change. In Beijing, there is a digital Earth, a supercomputer that simulates our climate, predicts floods, and guides disaster response.
这个呢，就是地球系统数值模拟大科学装置。这个大装置呢，用简单的一句话来说，就是把整个地球大气、海洋等等的气候系统装到计算机里边，在计算机上再建一个超级地球。
For decades, Chinese climate science has been transforming theory into a safeguard. From early warning systems to risk assessment, research feeds directly into national planning and international cooperation.
2020年9月3号，在斯里兰卡领域有一个油轮，新钻石号，它是发生了火灾。当时这个油轮上是运输了200万桶的原油，就是如果它一旦整个的燃烧起来呢，对海洋的污染是非常之大的。那么我们利用海洋环流模式，就提供了数次未来几天的海洋环流的预报，当时分辨率能够做到了10公里左右。这个呢，通过相关的部门及时提交给斯里兰卡政府，在这个油轮的这个大火的这个解救的这个事件里面，发挥了非常重要的一个作用。
This is the story of China's climate action, strengthened by science and shared with other countries. One planet, one mission, China is on the path of making giant strides.